This is a dark Urban Decay section. We got a lot of papers for Urban Decay. This first fight from Urban Decay is unreal. It's a New York City fight. New York is lovely this time of year. I used to live in New York City. I used to love taking walks down to West 4th into the Village, getting a coffee, maybe an egg sandwich.
Smart.
Let's see what's going
Sarah
on.
Jessica Parker.
Yep. Richard Applewhite and I ran into Sarah Jessica Parker one time in New York when I was playing hooky from work.
And we walked in and she was like looked at us and it was like, we're not going to do anything. Like, we're not Sarah Jessica Parker fans. Don't worry about it.
And really quick story. This is a really quick story.
Get your coffee.
So I was at work. Richard Applewhite came to visit on a Friday. I was on like an equities desk, like an important job, but it was Friday, so it was a little slow in the summer, I think. And I knew every day my boss came in and then went to his office, went to the bathroom, came to his seat. So I saw him coming in. He went into his office. I went to the bathroom.
Front ram.
He came into the bathroom.
Of course.
So I'm in the stall. I'm going, and I'm like making myself throw up. Then I go back to my desk and he comes back to the desk and he's like, yeah, someone's throwing up in the bathroom. And I was like, that was me. I'm not really feeling good. I think I got the flu or something. And he's like, you need to go home right now. And I was like, okay. And then Richard Rappaport was like outside. He met me outside. Italian job. Walked uptown. Got an egg sandwich. Saw SJP. Had a day.
Those were the good old days.
Those were the good old days.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's actually, I was, sickly committed to getting out of work that day.
That's a real George Costanza move. Like, that is how you get it done.
It is. So, New York City fight. This first fight is absolutely insane. Look what happens here.
Just two dudes fighting in the street. Pretty bad fight.
Camera pan. And there's... He's taking a dump back there. Taking a shit. So there's a fight, and then
he's wiping his ass.
Somebody walks out, dude. And someone walks out and just sees it, and it's like, normal day.
No big deal. Sniffing his hands.
Yeah. He's taking a dump back there.
I think that guy wiped his ass with leaves.
Yeah, he did. And he threw him on the ground.
And he threw him, smelled him, threw him.
Your dog goes and sniffs that, or maybe rolls in it.
Gets his paws on it and then brings it back into your apartment.
Jumps on your bed.
Good times.
Yeah. That could have been good for what happens next section.
I know. How'd you use the leopard that doesn't do anything, but
what happens next? The guy gets knocked out, head ran over.
Police intervene. Yeah.
Police. There's a person shitting.
There's a homeless guy shitting and wiping with leaves.
Next clip. This comes out of Chicago. Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, I'll show you around.
Oh, the windy city where the lights are bright.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra, a big Chicago fan. Let's see where the city's gone to.
Yeah, let's see. A little torque on the car. Nope, get fully on it.
On top of the car. Jumping, poor old guy in the car.
Look at this freeze frame.
Poor old man has no idea what to do. Don't you guys have a curfew? Isn't there? Don't you guys have to be like inside somewhere?
Yeah.
Isn't there a curfew for this neighborhood?
Yeah, Beetlejuice did a curfew.
Poor guy, sir. Come on down to Sarasota, Florida. All the houses are $2 million. Just come move to Florida and get out of Chicago.
Yeah, you don't need to be there. You don't need to be there, old man.
Yeah, and I would just obviously steadily move forward and never stop. You can't stop.
Yeah, and then good luck. Good luck. Kim Fox is prosecuting you.
Yeah, you're
40
in trouble.
hate crimes. She counted all the people twerking on your car, and she goes, "That's 50 counts of hate crime."
Yeah, isn't getting on top of someone's car like this illegal?
Of course it is. I mean, it's damage. You need damages, right? Like, you need a damage to have a case in civil court.
Before the country got given away.
Yeah.
Like, if you did this in 1996, they go, you're on top of this guy's car, you're down, you're arrested.
You, two of them, pull over here.
Like, and the cops just grab you, throw you down, justly arrest you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we're also told simultaneously that like black people are oppressed and they're like treated like second-class citizens.
That doesn't look very impressed to me. Like, do
like,
whatever you want anywhere.
Do whatever you want anywhere. The cops will see and not get you in trouble, and you can attack people on the basis of race. Doesn't seem like you're a second-class citizen anymore or oppressed anymore. It looks like you guys are kind of on offense here.
You think they'd do this to a car of some young 20-something black guy with dreads? You think they'd do the same thing? Twerk on the car and fuck him up a little bit?
No. If unless they said something.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think they would. So yeah, this kind of looks pretty privileged to me.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem to make much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy. They're allowed to do that. Nothing gets done. Nothing's illegal anymore.
Yep.
But they're oppressed.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp should talk about this.
Yeah.
Speaking of no repercussions, Seattle has a major shopping cart situation where...
Yeah, this is an interesting story because I didn't know this type of stuff went on. We obviously know that homeless people love using shopping carts, both as a bottle collection and a possession holder. They kind of just hoard one, grab it, move it around, has their winter coat, has all their stuff, cardboard boxes. But I'm just going to let this play.
It's called Shopping Cart Jail, a secluded, fenced-in lot hidden among the trees. Hundreds of shopping carts. If the stores want them back, they have to bail them out, $25 each.
So the intent of the program was to reduce the amount of carts that had been abandoned.
The city passed a law 4 years ago to create a financial incentive for the stores to retrieve their carts.
The drug addicts steal from the store, and then they steal the shopping cart, and they're never held responsible for any of their actions.
David Zumwalt was homeless, an addict, and now a drug recovery counselor, and shot this video inside the lot to prove a point.
There was hundreds, and most of them looked totally functional.
Because if the stores don't pay the $25 impound fee, the city says all of these carts will be destroyed, and the stores will be charged for that too.
So the stores get robbed, the carts get robbed, and the store gets in trouble for not keeping their carts in the store, but the cops don't arrest anybody who does the robbing. So the store's losing the products, the carts has to pay for the carts to get them back or get fined for them being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
All those increased costs, who do you think eats that increased cost?
I think the store probably just operates at a loss.
Yeah, or it passes it on to the customers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm joking. Obviously, paying customers pay for that.
Yeah.
The cost is passed on. You don't just lose money and go, oh, well, I guess we're losing on shopping carts.
Yeah, so basically what I'm noticing from this and the way they're handling the street rats who just steal is they're like priming us to take matters into our own hands, where it's like people are going to walk in the store, not even fast and, smooth with it. They just walk in, no face covering. They just walk in, steal what they want, walk out. No one does anything to stop them at the store. The cops don't do anything to stop them. If they do, they get released right away. The DAs don't prosecute.
Of course.
So it's like it's going to make like good men just say, you know what? I'm going to stop this. And I'm not saying that's good because it's probably going to lead to violence, so I'm not going to condone that.
Yeah. It's what happens? It's like a power vacuum. When no one is there to enforce anything, all of a sudden you got a lawless zone in Seattle with AK-47s,
yeah.
And we're going to see the other side fill that gap as well too, not the lawless, like tear this down side. And mean, this is the shopping cart thing. To me, it's just like, okay, you contribute to society. We're the city, so we contribute too. And let's just work something out between us two while ignoring the criminal person who does the bad stuff, And so it's like fines, whatever. But yeah, the homeless, they never seem to get like the raw end of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always just like, well, they're going to do what they're going to do. And it's like, can we stop them? Have we tried? You're obviously fining us. You're fining the supermarket, but you have cops, you have people. What?
It's like assumed that it's just a standard operating procedure. That's just built in. The homeless are doing homeless stuff. There's no attempt to correct it. And go ahead.
Well, the city is talking about destroying the carts. It's like you can't just like put them on a truck and kind of wheel them back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that stupid logic point at the end where it's like, well, for us to get you, we have to destroy the carts and recycle them.
And it's like, didn't you not arrest anyone who stole from me?
Yes.
It's like, you're the ones who are having the cart problem because of your criminal problem that you're not taking care of, which leads to the cart problem. And now you're like, what are all these carts from? It's like, it's from you not arresting anybody.
It's from you letting homelessness go crazy. And it's like the social contract that we have with municipalities or cities is breaking down because nobody can deliver on either side. Well, the business owner can deliver. They're just running a business. Then they're providing a service, right? And so, the social contract's breaking down. The cities aren't doing what is promised. And you've seen the result, like with Walgreens in San Francisco, they're going to leave. And so, I mean, it's just urban decay 101, like without zero accountability to the one person who should be accountable, the homeless street rat.
Yeah. And on a person-to-person basis, it's going to result in people taking matters into their own hands.
Yeah.
Which is our next clip. A guy is stealing from a store, a grocery store or something, and he gets absolutely clock clean KO'd by some passerby who said, not anymore.
Yeah, this is in Santa Ana. And so this guy's unloading a whole thing that he stole into his cart. 7 employees are there trying to stop him, stealing the stuff back as he loads it in his car. This guy's getting tired of not being able to shoplift free, so he's looking to attack someone. And look at this guy.
He just comes in from the side.
Boom.
Feeds him one.
Knocks the shoplifter out. Runs off into the distance.
They'll probably track him down.
I don't know. I hope not.
You'd think not, but I don't know. I think they kind of would.
Yeah, they probably will, to be honest.
Because I think it's so political. I've said this before on the show. It's like if I went to New York and got into a fight and I punched somebody, even though people are getting punched every 2 seconds on the subway and on the street by homeless people and all over the place, I think the DA would take special interest in my case.
What is that, the Fletcher file? Well, let me just put that on my desk, and all the rest of the file can go back to the do-nothing DAs.
Yeah, they'll January 6 me. Just like Colbert's people just did an insurrection, and everyone gets out the next day. No big deal.
Yeah.
It's the same crime as the January 6 people.
Yep.
But it's like the problem is justice obviously needs to be blind. Justice needs to be for everybody. And as soon as justice isn't applied evenly across the board to people, that's when things get crazy and hairy. Because you're going to have vigilantes, you're going to have people that are frustrated and down and out, rightfully so many times. And then, unfortunately, they will take matters into their own hands because the police aren't doing it, the DA isn't doing it, and it's going to result in, it's going to go back to kind of old-timey ways.
And did you see that? The shoplifter confronted video, it's like the guy sees this big guy shoplifting, terrorizing a group of 6 employees, and he goes, all right, time to knock this guy out. Like,
My
if I have a
number's
chance.
been called.
Yeah, and I kind of love that. It's like this guy's terrorizing everybody. Nobody's around. Nobody's helping. The employees are doing that
There's
game.
a bunch of girls.
Yeah, and the employees are playing that game where it's like, do I risk my job? Do I risk this? How much can I get away with? And this guy's like, I'm just a fucking guy.
Yeah,
I'm ready to boom, and I'm not sticking around to talk to the cops afterwards. So,
Yep. So
I don't know. That could be urban decay or uplifting gold for me.
depends how you look at it. I just think it has to be urban decay because we can't condone vigilante justice.
Yeah, but it's going to keep happening more.
But it is going to keep happening because of, it's like the same as the shopping cart thing.
Yeah.
It's like you're the reason there's shopping carts everywhere because you don't get anyone in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like there's vigilante justice because
you won't arrest people.
You won't arrest people.
Yeah.
Next clip, ladies get attacked in Philadelphia. This is actually like an intense video. So maybe we can, in post, throw some blur on that.
Yeah.
Make sure no one's getting too brutally knocked out.
But this is, why you need a little self-defense weapon, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a guy walking next to him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's enough. So,
Oh my God, help, please, at the end.
so that's why people need a gun. The feminists would say, well, men shouldn't be attacking women in the first place, but they are. There's a video of it right here.
Why didn't you stop him?
We
Why
just-
didn't you stop him, feminist?
We just saw the video.
Yeah.
they are attacking people.
Yeah.
So your whole utopia plan isn't going to work. What do we do now to protect people now?
I think we should address the socioeconomic conditions that led that man to start swinging on 3 random women.
Maybe those ladies said something.
Yeah, maybe they said the N-word.
They could have. It's 50-50.
I'm holding judgment until we get to the bottom of that.
There's not enough context here. It's 50-50. It's interesting, too, because them screaming for help, it's like if you had a chart from like 1950 to now of how reactive the general public is to calls for help.
Yeah.
It's like in 1950, it's like, help, help. And like 10 guys come running.
Someone needs help, Susan.
It's like, grab everything and let's go. And now it's like, someone yells for help. It's like, you might be yelling for help for a while.
It's just the, hey.
We've seen videos of people like walking right by people just like dead on the street.
Yeah.
So the reaction, it's a very bearish trend.
I agree.
The reaction to calls for help from the public, unfortunately. These ladies need guns.
Or pepper spray, at least something to stop him.
Pepper spray, guns, maybe a male escort.
No.
Maybe only leave your house when there's a man willing to defend you coming with you.
No.
Then we get into kind of Sharia. We get into Sharia territory.
Yeah, we start teetering into the old sexist view.
Maybe cover up a little more to make sure there's not getting crazy because of what you're wearing.
Yeah,
obviously joking about that.
Yeah.
So these people need guns, and the feminists need to shut up because if you can't defend anybody, we don't need to hear your opinion.
Also,
men shouldn't be attacking women in the first place.
Yeah. Also, like that guy, like weirdly in your group, like waiting to just knock someone out. It's like you got to kind of like if someone gets in your space, like you don't give them the benefit of the doubt. You don't.
Like, I don't want to be racist.
Yeah,
you don't. It's like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
I'm walking with this stranger.
Well, and we just watched that video of the old video of the trans, the guy who was pretending to be a girl hit the guy in the face with a hatchet at 7-Eleven or whatever. And it's like the guy kind of just goes like, haha, yeah. Turns away for a little bit and then eats an axe to the face.
Literal axe to the face.
And it's like you don't turn your back on the weird people or
with
the sketchy people. Yeah.
Like this.
So
I would just walk out of the store.
Exactly.
I've done that so many times where I get a bad vibe or I see someone like looking a little weird and I just away.
Nope, not going in.
Not worth it.
Yeah. So
last piece of Urban Decay. Second to last piece of Urban Decay. The Seattle catalytic converter market is going through the roof.
Shiba Inu numbers.
10,000% increase.
Yeah, 10,000x increase in catalytic
10,000x.
Number one in the nation, the state of Washington. An estimated $8.5 million in vehicle repairs with thousands of cars inoperable. So this happened to some friends of mine. Mm-hmm. It's just like you got to take your car in and you have a bill.
It's a good time to get into the tow truck business.
Definitely.
But does it, by the time maybe us hearing about it means it's already too late? The top's already in?
Yeah.
I'm always too late to the thing. So I'm like, I heard about it. And like, Martin Shkreli, Inu. And it's like, since I've already heard about it, I'm actually...
You're the exit liquidity.
I'm providing exit liquidity. I'm the bag holder.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to sell my Shkreli,
Me neither, because it's valueless.
Because I can't.
2019. And then just in the thefts so far this year are more than 2019 and 2020 totaled together.
Last session, legislators passed a bill that requires scrap metal buyers to have more documentation when buying catalytic converters.
No shit. We don't even need to go into this, right?
Yeah.
But
we know.
Basically, also, the only thing I wanted to say about this catalytic converter theft going 10,000x, going gangbusters, it's like someone's having a great year. One guy,
exactly. It's not a bunch of people who are
exactly.
Like,
it's not
catalytic
like
converters.
Everybody goes NPC catalytic converters now. No, it's like one ring or cartel or group
who just went.
Let's go. We're taking this to remember the San Francisco guy who had committed like 40% of all Asian hate crimes was like one black guy.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like that's how it goes. That's how it works. It's one gang or group. Doing basically a majority of these.
100%. Last clip of Urban Decay. Little midget person fight. Ooh, little person fight. I didn't mean to say little midget person. I wrote midget and then I wrote little person because you're not supposed to say midget.
Gotcha. I still say midget.
Midget wrestling kind of gave us the green light.
Yeah.
We're allowed to say it.
I'm not changing. So she's dragging this guy. Here's Exhibit A on your help meter. This guy needs help. He gets up.
The problem is he keeps coming back to scrap. He doesn't need to be scrapping like this.
I like him. He knows like the scrap technique, but he just is not big enough.
His knockout range is too low.
He's gut punching only.
If someone,
Oh, there's the knee.
yeah, the knee, that's his problem. That knockout range is so low that those knees are going to hit you right in the face. You're fighting a tall guy, you can only reach him with some punches and uppercuts. You're fighting this guy, knees, elbows, uppercuts, everything just can knock him out. Another reason people need a gun. This guy needs a gun.
She taunts him. She goes, "Gets your size 2s." His shoes are on the ground.
Oh, poor guy.
Whatever.
Well, if you're that guy, Shoes at the End will send you a base mug.
If you're that guy, I know you're not watching this show. So have a good one.
Prove us wrong. We'll send you a base mug. Do not be down. Do not fret. Do not get depressed. There is an uplifting gold section coming your way right now.
I don't know how you don't see all that shit and just go, wow, they really hate us. They're doing nothing. It's controlled decline. Here's a baby with playing football. Like, you know,